Hello, my name is Dallas, and today I'm back to finish up the Platinum Trophy for Blade, assuming nothing goes wrong. So pretty much the only thing left to do is I need to beat the final boss, download a save if I don't do it first try, and then beat the other final boss. We've already got all of our skills. I think we're pretty much just going to jump into the last fight. If I beat it first try, then we'll just jump right back into the same save state, otherwise I have to download a cloud save. So this is going to be likely a fairly short stream since it's just 2 boss fights depending on how long they take.
I can see it. The end of my journey.
Eve, I've been waiting.
It's like I thought. It was you.
Adam. Why is it Adam here?
I know this is a disappointment. I'm sorry, Eve. Everything that has happened until now, and even before, it began with me. I am the source of it all.
Adam. Or would you prefer I call you Elder? What are you scheming? You pretended to rescue me. Pretended to help me on my mission. All under the guise of helping Zion. What are you really after?
I want atonement. I want forgiveness. I want us to heal. Please know that everything I have done sincerely.
Enough of this nonsense! My comrades, the people of Zion who trusted you, tell me why they had to die!
Eve, you have every right to be mad. I understand.
Elder Natiba, you...
Please, listen to me, Eve. First, I'm sorry for what happened between you and Raven. In the end, she had her own motives, and that way she was a lot like Oracle. As you've discovered, you were created by the surviving humans to look and act like them. And us, we're nothing but monsters. Right from the start, we struggled to coexist. Of course we did. Because we Natibas were weak. We were not yet mature enough to fully accept your kind. This foolishness resulted in tragedy. In the end, we gave up our humanity in order to survive.
Then you threw us out into space!
Earth is too small for both our species to coexist. However, even if all the Natibas disappear, it's impossible for your kind to succeed the human race. After all, you were created entirely from scratch, with no human DNA at all.
And what is it you're going to do? You think you're the one to end this gruesome slaughter?
Yes. I've been researching for decades to find a way. A way for us all to become the inheritors of the human race. An Andro Eidos, with the most advanced unicinous hyperbody ever seen. and the ultimate Naytiba that has not succumbed to its hostile instincts. These are the two necessary ingredients.
You mean?
Yes. You and I. We are what is needed. Eve, I offer you one last deal. Let us become whole. One being. A single, evolved human species. If we fuse together, we can truly become the seeds of a new human race.
That's insane! There's no point in listening to this, Eve!
At this rate, Mother Sphere will do the same thing over and over again. I wouldn't be surprised if she even destroyed the colony, and thereby Earth. As you know, she will not stop. But this is not the path that humans should take.
But there's no proof that this fusion is the right path to take. Especially considering everything you've done.
You're right, Lily. However, my wish to save the new humans and surviving humans is sincere. As unbelievable as it may be. Lily, take this.
But this
is the last hypercell needed to rebuild Zion. Zion can be saved no matter what choice Eve makes. It would mean so much if you could do this for me. Eve, your mission is to eliminate me. If you fuse with me, the Elder Naytiba, as you know it, will cease to exist. Forever. Is there any better way to complete your mission? Eve. Take my hand. I can save you. We can save each other. We can save everyone.
So to minimize the chances of messing this up, we're gonna take the hand again, but now without the bar being filled up.
Eve, no! You can't fall for this!
The purpose of our existence is to eliminate the Elder Naytiba and save mankind. Naytiba, or Androados, is one more human than the other? If an entire species is wiped out so that another may remain, can we really call that salvation?
But...
If there is a way to save both species, I want to follow that path to the end. That's all I want.
Yes. So do I. We're like mirrors to each other. Your choice may not bring about peace and stability right away, but our union will create the greatest chance for a peaceful future. Now.
Yes. Yes? Well, it's hard to describe, but... Lily, I am the Eve you remember.
I was worried that you had become someone I didn't know.
Lily.
Connection to the colony. Sending protocol. Sensing strong native signals nearby. Switching to combat mode.
It's moving by itself!
It must be because the Elder disappeared.
This is a combat command sent from the colony! Ah! Eve! Watch out!
And first final boss. And a rough start. Still want to see if I can maybe beat this one. A lot of damage there. And they got me again. I don't think I'm gonna get this first try, but we'll try. If I manage to get it first try, I will be very impressed with myself. Looks like I can't block that. Apparently didn't interrupt that in time. And they got me. So yeah, if I had managed to beat that first time, I wouldn't need to download a cloud save to get the redo. But because we died once, we do have to load a cloud save, so I don't have to do a whole nother playthrough. I also didn't remember if I changed out my equipment or not. Did dodge the wrong way, but it didn't matter. And dodge at the right time for that. And dodge wrong way again. I didn't realize there was going to be another follow-up hit there. Also didn't realize that was gonna win them the fight. Apparently I need to be a little bit more careful about some of those. And I got a revenge hit. And get another knockdown there. And completely waste that. And dodge wrong way. Don't really know the timing on that charge. Apparently that just killed me in like 2 hits. Guess I managed to do play damage there. Did dodge the wrong way, but didn't punish me. Go ahead and do that real quick. I don't see any weak spots showing up. Off on that timing. Shotgun seems to do better damage. Oof. And next phase, I guess.
I can't control it, Eve! If only I had Ibris's hacking code.
Mother Sphere. You've been watching everything from the beginning.
And now basically victory lap. A bit disappointed that I got it on the second try, so I still have to do the cloud save, but I was so close to avoiding it. And we got him.
Lily! Lily! Eve. It's done. Let's go back. It's over.
You know, I prefer the old Eve. But I don't want to become one with Mother Sphere.
Lily!
A starry night. Predicting the future is like reaching for the stars themselves. Darkness everywhere, guided only by a distant light. And what that light may be, I wish I could tell you. Perhaps strange new beings will emerge and be hastened deeper into the unknown. That being said, I will always serve the future. Even if the future does not align with what is expected.
Mother Sphere?
Nice to meet you, Eve. Well done. You've more than met my expectations. The final decision was a bit disappointing, yes, but... Still, I thank you.
Enough of this nonsense!
This now concludes the Eve Protocol.
You can't just spit out words and end things like this!
Then, farewell.
Wait! So this is your plan? Then I'll gladly play my part. I swear, we'll meet again. Ah, God.
Okay. So that's second of 3 endings done. But since I did die on the boss once, I do need to download cloud save so I don't have to do a full replay for the last one. I assume there's going to be an after credit sequence because there was in the prior one. I will say, without already having done the 100% ending, there is no context, I think, for that hacking code. That is just a random throwaway line that seems like you missed something. But with that, that's 2 endings done, so I'll probably need to go to the Be Right Back screen after credits in order to download the cloud save. Assuming nothing messes up, we'll basically be jumping into the other final boss or the other choice. And I imagine that'll be a little bit shorter because I'll be skipping the first half of the dialogue. Or, like, before the choice itself. And then we'll see what the final ending has. Also, I did get the trophy for completing New Game Plus, which is kind of expected. We are just going to skim through the credits. I don't want to skip them just in case it jumps past, like, the last story beat. I will say it feels like this ending that I just did is almost the hardest to get, because it basically requires... it's the only ending that requires a minimal playthrough, which is kind of why I would have expected this to be the bad ending, but I heard like some people describing it as the normal ending, so I am kind of interested to see what the third ending is. If this is supposed to be the normal one, like, how could it get worse? Because I think my problem with this ending is it still doesn't feel like it's very convincing as to why Eve should do the fusion. It feels like there's more motivation to fight against him than there is to join him, other than he was a support character for the game, and he helped her once, but also, like, he did just kind of throw his subordinate under the bus, and that's kind of his whole thing of why you shouldn't do revenge, because my subordinates had their own ideas. Also, it did take me longer than it should have to realize that Adam and Eve is kind of a very obvious standout thing there. Like, the only thing kind of selling me on either this ending or the ending I already did is that, like, Mother Sphere is presented as being deceptive, but even then it's not really a convincing villain until this ending, which is not the good ending. And it feels weird when, like, the big boss, if there is a sequel, would probably be Mother Sphere. And the only really motivation we have to fight them is that, like, even in both of these endings, is that they deceived everybody to make them think that they were the real humans all along. Instead, they were androids. Like, maybe something in the other ending will show more motivation. Like, it definitely feels like I would have had to really dive into the lore books to see, like, why they're supposed to be this really bad villain. Like, maybe something in the other ending is so bad at the end that it's like, oh, they're very clearly the villain. Where this one, it just seems like their whole goal for the entire thing, even up to the ending, is just to fight the Naytibas. And it's like, well, now you're an Naytiba, so we gotta fight you. So that we can be, like, the real humans. And nobody will find out otherwise. But assuming all goes as planned, and, like, nothing gets weirdly messed up, when I beat the final boss for the other ending, I should get the final 2 trophies to pop, which is fighting every Naytiba, and obviously getting the final ending. And those should be the only trophies I have left, even, like, including New Game Plus stuff, because I've already got all the New Game Plus trophies now, because I got all skills, and I got finished 1 playthrough on New Game Plus. I was really hoping I don't somehow mess up the cloud save thing and then have to do a full other playthrough. If that does happen, then this will be an even shorter stream than I thought, because I don't want to stream myself going through another 9 hours of the game just to get another dialogue option and the actual final, or the other final boss. But hopefully, it didn't sound like it was difficult. I just have to select download from cloud storage and not select upload. So hopefully I don't mess that up, because I definitely did upload the save data last time I played, so it should just spit me back out at the final camp before the choice. I wouldn't even have to concern myself with it, other than I did die to the final boss once, which meant that it checkpointed after I did the choice. Which feels really bad that that's kind of the way that it works. Like, it feels like it's... I mean, I guess obviously, like, they intended to be 3 playthroughs, but having it conceptually be that you could do it in 2 playthroughs if you first try the final boss is a really weird quirk of the save system, and I would have just preferred them to put in manual saves at that point. Or even if, like, the final camp was the only manual save, I would have been fine with that. Or if it always checkpointed before the choice. Okay, so with that, I do need to probably fully quit out of the game to not mess up the save. Yeah, now it did checkpoint about 20 minutes ago, which I assume is like towards the start or after the first choice. So I will be back in however long it takes to download the other save. Be back in a bit. Okay, back. It didn't quite take that long, but I did also want to check my trophies just to make sure I didn't miss anything random for any reason. And it looks like the cloud save worked. Or at least we'll find out if it will work now. I'm at the final camp, and I am. Let me check my gear real quick. Yeah, I did not take off the training gear. I don't know what kind of damage he's gonna do, but I already have melee protection. Or do I want to go more crit? Let's actually go more energy charge, because why not? So now for the other ending. I'll skip the first section of dialogue, and then we'll just see what happens after that, because that'll be totally new.
I can see it. The end of my journey. Sorry. I can't accept this.
Eve.
No matter how much blood has stained Mother Sphere's hands, And no matter how heavy your burden is to save the surviving humans, I don't want to be controlled by those things anymore. I want to make my own decisions, as nobody else but myself. All decisions. Even the decision to bring you down.
All right. This is also very like you. I understand, Eve. However, I still have things worth protecting. Eve, I wish you well.
Adam, Eve isn't alone this time.
Lily, please, stay out of this.
Huh, you wish. What?
Adam.
There we go.
Mistake I can't make twice. Not the path that humans take. The truth doesn't need to be kind, only true. We're like mere carrying on this way. It can only be...
It's working! It's my turn now! All we need is for you to disappear! Go away! Go!
Lily. Lily, I am sorry.
Lily! Hide!
Eve, you truly are a wonder. I must shed my humanity and become a monster.
So now it really begins.
Good. They did not get stunned by any of that. they can get knocked down. And big stabbies. And dodge that one time. That's a lot of damage. Really, I missed my counter there. That was just a lot of hits. Still got a pump though, so we're good. Then my dash is up. Apparently missed my counter there too, or my follow-up. Oof. Too early on that. And another big stab. Let's go ahead and do this. And kickies. And we got him.
Adam, I'm sorry.
Eve. With this, the history of humans is over. Your will, your actions, your decisions. I just hope that everyone is guided in the right direction.
Adam. Goodbye.
Eve? Eve! The nest! Hurry!
A starry night. Reading the future is like mapping out the night sky. And sometimes you catch a glimpse of a shooting star falling towards Earth. Yes, seeing the future is just like that. I fully respect your decision, Eve, even if it is a bittersweet one. I will be waiting for you, and I will be watching.
Mother Sphere.
Is it done? Is it finally over?
Yes, it is, Eve and Lily. It is time to go home.
But we still have things to do.
First, let's pay Mother Sphere a visit. We have a few questions for her, remember?
I can see the colony. Oh, but...
Gotta be sort of honest, I don't fully understand that ending shot. I do think that that is a better ending than the Lost Memories. Lost Memories just seems like it's all bad. I guess the only standout bad thing about this ending is that they don't return the hyperdrive to the city unless that happens after credits. Like, maybe after credits will give me a little bit more clarity on that last shot, but I guess I don't understand the pan out because I don't exactly remember, like, if there's something that's different about that, because it would maybe be a thing that I saw at the very beginning of the game and then never again. Yeah, with that we got the Platinum Trophy, so that is the end of Stellar Blade. I'm a bit happy that I managed to first try the boss for this ending. I wish I was able to first try both of them, but it's fine, it was only like a minor setback for one. Yeah, I still think, like, out of the 3 endings, I would still probably say, obviously, like, the 100% ending feels like it's the best ending for the 3 main characters, which is kind of where all the emotional stakes are. Lost Memories seems bad for pretty much everybody but Adam. And then this one, it's like, obviously it's the bad ending for Adam, but it seems kind of neutral at a glance for Eve and Lily. Like, they still have problems with Mother Sphere, but it's like, well, their mission's over. Like, maybe there's something post-credits that will convince me that this is the bad ending, but so far this seems to be the neutral or normal ending. It's also probably had the hypest boss fight of the 3. Like, it feels like it had proper build-up and also just was way more of a massive spectacle than just fighting the random exoskeleton who showed up halfway through, like, actually in the very final stretch of the game. Like, the exoskeleton for this one feels like if there is a Stellar Blade sequel, it feels like they would be a mini-boss, or like an area boss. Where in this one they just kind of feel like a stand-in final boss because you chose not to fight the other final boss who actually got a proper presentation. But I think overall, while I do wish that I could have done everything in just one playthrough and just save stated, I do know that 2 endings were mutually exclusive, so I can understand the 2 playthroughs. I think 3 playthroughs is a bit much for this. The only thing that I would probably give it credit for is that, like, you could use it as an excuse to 100% hard mode and still get the Return to Colony ending, because that one is not negated by any of the choices you make throughout the game. That one is always an option. Where, like, Lost Memories just feels like the bad ending, and it feels extremely easy to miss, because you basically get 60% of the bar just from getting through the story. It's like if you do any significant amount of side content, it feels like you're guaranteed to unlock the best ending. But I'm happy I have another platinum under my belt, and I think this one came out to around 43 hours, which isn't too bad for 2 full playthroughs. And I do think the combat overall was very fun and flashy, especially at the end once I was less drawn to the skill-based things. It felt like I had to keep the skill point gear on because I wasn't gonna get enough experience otherwise unless I really did 100% the game, which probably wasn't gonna happen. I came relatively close, I just didn't get all, like, the data points in the desert, but I think I got them pretty much everywhere else in the game. And I missed a few passcodes, but I don't think those would have gotten me experience. They would have just gotten me a chest with some random stuff in it. And based on my New Game Plus, it seems like the chests were generally not worth it, other than it let me make new outfits or upgrade the new exospines. But those were very limited number, and I don't think I had any problems getting materials for those. I will say hard mode didn't seem too bad. It just seemed like it kind of beefed up their health bars, but otherwise it was extremely manageable, especially with the upgraded. Like, maybe without the upgraded gear it would have been substantially harder. But like, if all the gear had stayed at the level that it was when I did New Game Plus, I would have probably got through hard mode by default without any issues, so it's kind of weird that it's locked to New Game Plus. Like, maybe the gear is intended to balance it. Although, getting like the 3-star gear in normal mode was better than all of the early chapter gear, so it's kind of weird how a New Game Plus feels like it was intended to balance hard mode, but also didn't come into effect until like the last half of the game. No post-credit scene. That's a bit surprising. But that's gonna be it for me today, so let's see who's on raid. Let's go say hi to Crip. Yeah, overall I had a good time with Stellar Blade. I would probably play the sequel if because they said they were either considering one or it's confirmed, I'm not sure yet. But yeah, let's go say hi to Crip. And if I stream, I'll probably stream Saturday, unless something comes up. In which case, I will be playing more Rise of the Ronin on Saturday to try to get as far into the final chapter as I can. And then maybe Sunday I'll work in a Hades stream since I decided to do a short stream Wednesday this week. And then I don't know if I want to hammer out Rise of the Ronin or if I want to pick up a shorter game. If I pick up a shorter game, it's probably going to be Ratchet and Clank Deadlocked. That's kind of the big one that I've been eyeing. But otherwise, thanks for hanging out, thanks for watching, and bye-bye.